Star Wars. Yeah, take that, X7. Heroes versus villains. What a good day. This is Heroes versus Villains. I think I have a mod on that allows me to play it on Coruscant, which this is awesome. Light ceiling. Woohoo! Ooh, she's probably from no. I don't know. Maybe after die multiple General Grievous die. Hi everyone, this is KingDafyd. Today I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one, not the shitty new one. Yes, even I have to bash it a few times. Oh, that's cool. You know, this is not climatic, anticlimactic, or anti-clim. Boom. Yeah, Sith Lords get their butt. Oops. Doesn't count. I killed my own teammate. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Just so this is what would happen if Kit Fist. This is what would happen if Kit Fisto, guys. Yes, I will definitely use Yoda. Go Yoda! Kick his ass! Should I go with... Oh, why don't I do... Master Windu? Yeah, Saber Throw and Force Push. Oh. Yeah... Oh. Heroes versus villains. Fun... No, fuck. David died. Alright. What? Okay, so... Oh, David died. How did he die? Wait, how did I die? Why did I say that? Alright, we got it. It's equal now. Yeah. Just have many waste Windus. Oh fuck! I got cornered by a freaking Sith acolyte. I think it might. No, it might be an Inquisitor. Totally different. Totally different. He's just like, I'm using the Force to heal. Oh, oh, screw that. He's like, what's going on? Aha, take that, multiple Boba Fett's. Done. Yeah, just die. We know who. Yeah. Yeah, Star Wars, the best thing on Earth. No, I already did a rant. Use the force. Use the force. Damn it. Better really kill Kid. Oh, I killed Kid Fisto. Crap. That's totally mean of me. Okay. Oh. Bye, Django. Dude, you are blasters and lightsabers. You know you're gonna die if you're getting killed by blasters and lightsabers. Oops, wrong way. Am I stuck in the data chamber? Yes, I am stuck in this. Really? No. Maybe? Yes? Okay. Okay. See, this is what I like about Star Wars. They have some good music, and they do a good job. And I already did a rant, but man, today's Star Wars is kind of a joke. My advice to anyone who is ever interested in Star Wars, who wants to continue their amazing adventure in Star Wars, please consider watching the prequels and the older sequels. Don't watch the new ones. They really screw with canon. So yeah. Alright, use the force. Aw, poo. Count Dooku's kicking her ass. Woo! Oh, wow, I killed him in one blow and I died by a freaking... That's funny. Took out 2 and along 3. Do you always want to remember a scene where Mace Windu finally kills what's his name? Tyrannus or Count Dooku. Count Dooku. He's a interesting guy. Take that, you died. Wow, they were just like showing off their lightsaber moves. What an interesting day. Yeah! Die, you son of a bitch. I don't think blasters versus lightsabers work. Even in a hero competition. Duh. Boom. Yeah, this is fun. So I'm really enjoying myself. So when I'm enjoying myself in a game, I'm really focused, and I'm just having fun. That's what Star Wars should be still. It's fun, but it's not fun anymore. It's all about political BS. I'm sorry. Okay, look, I have a great, interesting view on politics. And I'm not going to get into my own politics, because there's no point. That's not how you should do it. Making a movie, to my exact point, exactly what it comes down to. It's just, you know, it's not about the politics. It's about having fun, by going through it and seeing the Force, and just having fun. I seen Star Wars Episode 8. And I thought it was, to my mind, there were some good aspects, and there's some bad aspects. A lot of the bad aspects was a lot of the plot holes, bad military strategies, and killing off Luke and the main bad guy, Snoke. Like, they talk about it, we see Snoke as a bad guy and stuff, but yet he dies he gets chopped in half without even knowing who the character is. Who is Snoke? Why is he the bad guy? Why is he part of the story? What doesn't make sense? It's just like, it's just that it just feels, it was just, to me, it was a lackluster movie. The Finn and Finn and Rose Tico, the girlfriend scene was stupid. It didn't add any plot. It didn't add anything to the story except make me feel like this is not important. And don't get me started on the fact that the whole movie was just a bunch of randomness that it doesn't make sense when you're watching a movie, right? You're watching a movie. You want this movie to be good. You want this movie to have story and meaning, and yet you throw out pretty much anything that is concept. When Disney bought Star Wars and when they got rid of the Legends material, or I'm calling it the Legends timeline because or you know what, I'm going to just call it it's Star Wars. It counts as canon. It doesn't. The Disney stuff doesn't count. It's like it's just its own timeline, and that's what it is. It's just its own timeline of just screwing up events that happened in the first through 6 movies. And I'm not trying to be critical of Star Wars, because there's some good aspects of Star Wars. I liked Star Wars Rebels. It was a cool, interesting concept. What sucked is that they didn't add Star Killer, which that would be amazing. Because Star Killer added, when I played The Force Awakens, having a Star Killer start out making it's pretty much Darth Vader's plan to make a rebellion to crush the Emperor. And that is a cool concept. Because there's no way in hell, in my mind, that just, it's like, you just can't really describe what Star Wars is until you feel like, hey, Star Wars is about what Starkiller did when it came to the Rebels. Pretty much how the rebellion started during the Legends timeline was by Starkiller. A Sith turned to the good side, turned to the light side of the Force to do good, and in the end he still gets killed for doing something good. And then we have the second one. Well, pretty much the Star Killer is still, it's Garrick Malik or Garrick Malik Manic. I can't say his name, but the first one talks about the rebellion, right? The start of the rebellion, and it was all about how Darth Vader wanted to just pretty much take the Empire. He wanted to start a civil war so he can become Emperor. That's a really cool concept. And Darth Vader is this guy who is like, he lost everything. He lost his girl. He lost Padme because of his own arrogance. Even though he was trying to do this from the heart, he still got lost in that whole mess of just trying to save her. Doing good, doing something that he thinks so is good, and then she dies because now he's obsessed with this, obsessed with power to do something, and that's what it was. To me, Star Wars was this whole concept of Star Wars is not this. Star Wars is the Legends universe is an amazing universe. It has this need. I need to read some of the Legends comics. I need to get some of the books. But I love Darth Revan. The guy looks like a freaking like a Mandalorian Jedi who comes like this badass. and then he has two sides of him that turns both good and evil, which that is awesome. It's like his good side, who became a Force ghost, and his bad side, well, he's wreaking havoc and making the Sith Empire again, which that is cool. But what it comes down to the new Star Wars, as I said, what sucked is that they threw all those concepts away. I really think that was, honestly, I think that was a stupid concept of just throwing it away. Why throw that away? If you threw away a good concept with all that stuff, it's just a good, like, you threw away some good material which you could have used in your new movies. You could have given the Yuuzhan Vong, this bad alien race from pretty much a badass alien race from another galaxy, killing these guys, and that would be amazing because it would be like, that would be really cool. It's just the fact that it's just that the fact is that you threw away good source material, and now you're just putting politics into your movies is stupid. You want to get kids into it. You want to make this concept a good thing. Stop putting your agenda into it. Stop making a first up, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to bash feminism because I don't think that's a bad concept unless you use that for Oh crap! I'm like a team killer today. But here it is. Here it is. The new movies are a joke. The games are just irrelevant and stupid. I think I really think that Disney should have never given EA the license to Star Wars. EA is a joke. They're awful at pretty much they're just awful with their customer base. And it's not just their customer base that they're awful towards, it's their employees too. There's awful stories about them working them overtime and just not, I mean, they were sued for not giving them overtime pay. That says something about a company. And that means you're ruining reputations that people want to work for you. And that's not right. It's never right to just do that. It's never right to just treat your employees like crap. It's not right for you to just do that in general. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here is the thing, right? Employees make your business grow. But what EA is doing is a combination of both. Treating their customers and their employees like crap. And it doesn't, and so that's a great expectation of, yeah, why are you doing this? Because this doesn't make sense to me. And don't get me wrong, I don't really, EA is stupid. EA's treating like your employees like crap is a bad expectation. And treating your employees is just really bad. The whole thing, what's going on, just to sum up with Star Wars, is just, yeah, it's becoming irrelevant. And Star Wars in itself is cool. It's a cool concept. It's the funnest thing. It's a great concept because you get a lot of sci-fi stuff off of it. You get a lot of good ideas from it. I mean, Lord of the Rings kind of inspired like Game of Thrones, which I need to rewatch episode 3 and season 8, episode 3. But when it comes down to is that, Star Wars has Oh, I go! Wreck him. This is what the fight we should have. This is what we should have. And you know what? To be honest, Star Wars is all about fun. To me, Star Wars is not a bad thing. And you know, but how they're moving towards that with just putting politics into it now, just putting all this garbage that should never be in Star Wars, is turning into something that I'm kind of despising, and that's not really what I want. That's a Sod's Ventress. Okay, I'll try this weird monstrosity out. But you know, Star Wars in itself is not a bad concept. But putting that concept with politics is bad. And yeah, you can just say, oh, hey, George Lucas had political agenda in a couple of his movies. Well, he did it slightly. He did it slightly enough, just a bit, but not much to just blow it. And that's what they're doing. It's just they're blowing it for people who want to get into Star Wars, who don't even know what Star Wars is, and then yeah, Star Wars can be this good thing or not, and that's sums up as, you know what we need now is just good Star Wars. It's probably not going to happen. It's all going to be money driven, and it's not going to be fun anymore. And that's going to be disappointing for a Star Wars fan who, for me, I'm 22 years old. I grew up with the prequels. Then I watched the sequels, and I loved all of them, except for the new ones. The new ones were 7 was okay. 7, actually, I liked 7. I didn't have a problem with it. I liked how they set it up, the story and stuff. I liked Rogue One, which that was well done. I still think Star Killer's story is way better than that, but yeah. I didn't like Solo. The Solo, I think I mentioned in this video already, a complete backwash of a story. It was garbage from the beginning. It was just, I don't think it worked out to what they expected, and honestly, I'm not gonna give them credit for it. I'm not gonna say, well, I'm just gonna be blunt. That was stupid. The story was crap. The villain was in this who was chasing him wasn't really a villain, and yet she was really badly written. For the guy who did Solo, I want to say he had balls. He did a good job. He acted the crap out of that character, even though he probably thought, or I don't know if he had, I don't even know his thoughts, but you know what, honestly, if I was in his role playing Solo, I would say, why did you not written this really well? Chewie didn't have really anything to back up in that story. And the friendship pretty much lasted a couple days. Like it just started a couple of days, and then all of a sudden they're on a great adventure for Jabba the Hutt, which that never made sense. Which never made sense. What? Yeah. So yeah, Solo was stupid. Again, for the guy who played Solo, he tried his best. I can only give him credit for that. The person who played Daenerys, who was in this movie, her character was she's not bad as Daenerys. Daenerys, pretty much the Dragon Queen. I'm gonna just say that. She's great as that. She's great in Game of Thrones, but she wasn't great in this movie. I was not impressed with her performance. And so to sum it all up, yeah, that movie was garbage. Episode 8 had so many now, go to episode 8, make my final summary. Was I hated that they killed off Luke. I hated that they killed off Snoke, because he was pretty much the bad guy, and they set him up as the bad guy. And well, yeah, you now fucked it up. That's what it is. You now really screwed it over for that, since you killed the character in half, with no story, no background, and it was just a complete waste of. It was just a waste of time. The battle in the beginning of that movie was cool setup, and then the scene, like it was kind of cool how the ships, how Poe Dameron blasted crap out of auto turrets, which that was cool. The space battle, all in all, was really interesting, though I think the choice of weapons they used was garbage. Slow bombers that are more like transport ships. Yeah, really, that's what it was, a transport ship. That lone bomber scene, though, was stupid. Because honestly, why? That's a good question. Why? Why would you... Yeah, why did you have that sequence up where the character in itself is flying in the lone ship and pretty much in a lone ship, and all of a sudden her crew gets taken out, and she's like, oh, this is the last thing, throw the bombs, and she's like, I can do it, just hit the thing, and she does it, and then she dies meaningless, and then you find out, oh, her sister is on the big freaking cruiser over there that the Resistance still has left, and she's like, my sister died in that battle, and then like the whole Finn and Rose Tico thing was stupid. The love scene was garbage. No matter what you think about it, it was garbage. Completely utter arrogance and stupidity. And I'm pretty much, I don't even know how to edit, so I'm just pretty much just going on a rant for a bit. Yeah, it was just garbage. It was a complete utter garbage. It didn't make sense to anyone who actually watched this movie. Anyone who's a fan of Star Wars watching this movie is gonna be like pissed off, and that's what everyone was. And like, I was indifferent, and then I watched it. I think I watched it twice, and then I just realized this movie is a stupid joke. Why is this it's pretty much, the director's name is Rian Johnson, right? Guy doesn't know his Star Wars. I'm terribly sorry. The guy is a complete moron and idiot when it comes to Star Wars. He doesn't know how it's run. Actually, the whole thing is how it runs. And then, yeah, like the whole sum up, no plot. Killing off Luke was a joke, and making him a hermit was stupid. And then just having the fact that he was just there as a freaking hippie. I mean, pretty much as it was. He was a freaking hippie hermit. Pretty much drinking some weird animals. Pretty much it was just this weird animal milk that really was weird and gross. Okay. Now I'm getting to everyone's favorite Mary Sue, Rey. Rey is a stupid character. Okay, she would make so much sense if she had a good backstory. Right? She doesn't. She just knows how to wield a lightsaber, which you can now magically do that if you have no knowledge, which that doesn't make sense now. Which, why? Why? Yeah, that's a great question. Why? Why did you actually make a character like pretty much like a god? Like character who knows everything she knows how to wield a lightsaber, so she knows how to cut this rock in half. And so now she's she's now capable of freaking using the Force and the lightsaber and everything else, which doesn't make sense. It totally makes no sense. She's not a great character. Her story arc is stupid. I've got Poe Dameron Finn. Finn, he's okay. I have nothing else. Poe Dameron is cool, but he's arrogant, brash, and he's a stupid commander. He kills half of his own freaking men in a pointless ship battle. What does that say? Really, what does that say? So, if I asked him to lead a pilot of if I had my own ships and a fleet, and he does something screwy, I would fucking court-martial that idiot. I'm sorry, court-martialed. Or worse, for his insubordination, firing squad his ass. I'm terribly sorry. I would do that. I will not have anyone risking my men for a stupid mission. And if you really wanted to know more about that, well, okay. But what else pissed me off? Rose Tico is a joke. She's an awful character, just awful character. Badly written. Yeah, she's awful. Yeah, there's no. That's pretty much all about her. That. Yeah, pretty much all about her. And yeah. Now, don't get me now. My last and final piece of the resistance about what I want to say. EA's awesome debacle with Star Wars. And EA as a company in general is a pretty anti-consumer, anti-employee company. Yeah, they have bad reputation for overworking their employees and for treating them like crap. For a great example is probably the Anthem debacle right now. I think I said this in a forum. I said this in a lot of stuff. I mean, my own experiences. My opinion is, and pretty much remind you, this is just all my opinion. Don't take this to fact. Don't take this to any heart. But the whole opinion of what I think about Star Wars as a fan, I'm pissed off at. So let's get back to EA and his awesome Anthem debacle. Just playing it for just first time, I realized pretty much it was just a clone ripoff of Destiny. Yeah, it was a clone ripoff of Destiny. And Destiny 2 is actually way better. I mean, the Destiny franchise is way better than Anthem. That says something. Now, back to Star Wars. How EA handles Star Wars, like their their new Battlefront series, are stupid. And don't get me wrong, multiplayer is fun, but it gets really competitive, and I hate getting freaking killed every time I played it. I really just, it wasn't. It was like it's limited in everything. It was limited in how you control the ships. It was limited to how you control vehicles. It was just this really shitty mess of a game. And yeah, they stuck it out. Great. But they're awful at it. And their games are stupid. I didn't play the second one, but I'm not going to because I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Star Wars, the new Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I'm playing the original one in, which I love the original one. And it's a fun game. I'm playing this modded. That says something. And I love playing. I just love playing the original one better than I like playing the original series than the newer one. The newer one is a stupid mess. It's not fun to play it, and it's not really fun for a player who just likes playing it with friends locally and not interested in a freaking live service with freaking loot boxes. And I'm sorry to say, their new game that their IP is coming out, I'm not holding my breath for it, and I probably won't buy it because I'm not interested. I'd rather play a game like Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2, or the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, or KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. That's way fun. Now, here's my final thoughts of what I'm going to say about Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I'm not excited. I'm pretty much have my expectations lowered, and no. So, to inclusion, this whole gameplay, this whole thing, yeah, the whole Star Wars franchise is going downhill. It's a mess. I'm going to say this again. This is just my opinion. I am not interested in what Star Wars is coming. I'm not interested in the identity politics, in the SJWBS, and I don't care what EA's new game coming out is. No thank you, I won't buy it. There is some aspects I did like. I liked Disney Star Wars Rebels. I thought that was a good story. It did have its ups and downs, yes. But all in all, I didn't have any complaint with that. I liked Rogue One, and that was fine. Episode 7 wasn't bad, wasn't good either. So it was in between of meh. I think I said it was good. Yeah, now I have to rethink about it. Yeah, I said that, and then now I changed it, and pretty much, yeah, like the sum up of Star Wars now is Episode 7 was okay. Pretty much. But now on, I'm not. But all in all, not impressed with Star Wars. I'm not impressed with the day's Star Wars, and I'm not impressed with what's going on in pretty much in the entertainment media with politics. I wasn't interested in Captain Marvel. I'm sorry to say, I wasn't interested in the character herself. She didn't really appeal to me. But I don't really like the actor who's actually playing her right now. I've been watching a lot of what's going on, and Brie Larson is a total joke. Sorry, I'm off topic, but still. Yeah, Brie Larson is kind of an arrogant asshole who doesn't know... Like, her actors don't like her. Her colleagues don't like her. She's... As a human being, I bet if you meet her and you think she's probably the best, okay. But all in all, yeah. No, she seems to be an arrogant person who thinks she's high and mighty. So, yeah. Sorry about that. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's how I feel about Star Wars. And I won. So, this is how I feel about Star Wars. Again, I don't really like where the franchise is going. And, that's pretty much it. I mean, I just don't like what the franchise is going. And again, this is my opinion. Third time's a charm. I hope someone gets it if they're watching this. But to sum it all up, I wasn't impressed. I'm not impressed what's going on with Star Wars, with the Star Wars games franchise. And honestly, to sum it up, I think Disney buying it was stupid. So yeah. This is my thoughts. My name is KingDafyd. If you like this video, please put a like and subscribe. And, yeah. Have a good day.